This movie is about a war. A war over ideas. The battleground is the internet.
This computer would talk to this computer, sending a message first to this computer and forward it on to this computer, thereby acting as a relay.
Millions of computers were connected and evolved into one perfect machine, designed for a single purpose: sharing information. New things were all uploaded back to the net. Consumers were now creators, making the folk art of the future. But the people who owned the culture that we remixed, they represented the past, and they declared war. They didn't see a great library or an information superhighway. They saw a supermarket, and they wanted to get paid. For these people, ideas are intellectual property, locked up until purchase. They use infinite money, corporate lobbies, and lawsuits to protect their property. Culture always builds on the past, but the past will always try to control the future. Our future is becoming less free. And to build free societies, we need to limit the control of the past.
Pop music or music from different genres seems untouchable. You know, Elton John seems untouchable. Obviously, they create that, they force that idea in your mind that these people are superstars, are untouchable. So just being able to just manipulate and do whatever you want, you know, and just kind of put Elton John in a headlock and just, you know, put a beat behind him and pour a beer on his head. You know, people have a hard time taking a step back and thinking, wow, sampling is an instrument. Potentially in the future, we're going to look back and just be like, wow, I can't believe people were having these moral struggles with someone collaging two songs together. Seems like something that could be very dated very fast.
Whether or not you think this music is original isn't the point, because the rules of this game don't depend on who made the songs. They depend on who owns the copyright.
I've been at the Copyright Office for more than 40 years. You need to know, I don't have a computer at home. I've never done a mashup. I've actually never downloaded, you know, a song that was hanging out there.
Can I show you a mashup?
Sure.
So I'll just grab any one of those, paste that into a new window. Elvis Costello radio. So if I just highlight the first kind of percussion hit, so if I put 0.25 seconds of it there, and then paste 0.125 seconds of it, which is half of that, and paste a 0.25 seconds again. So this is 1 second now, and this should be on a rhythm. Put in 0.125 seconds of silence, put it twice, so it's 0.25 seconds of silence, and paste the 0.25 seconds again.
Oh my God.
Paste the 0.125 seconds.
This is a lot of copyright infringement.
So
Well,
this is 1 second
no, I'm
now.
just amazed
It
at what
should
he's
be on
doing.
rhythm.
It's taking something that was and turning it into something that it wasn't. There's a gazillion copyright questions that it'd be a great exam question for a copyright law class. The answer will always be, it depends, and in part it depends on whose it is and how upset they are.
Wouldn't there be something to be said that his creativity is being limited?
No,
No?
his creativity isn't. You can't argue your creativity when it's based on other people's stuff.
So let's do the math. This Girl Talk song crams 21 songs into 3 minutes. Each title is owned by an average of 4 corporations who want at least $2,500 per sample. That makes $210,000 just for the publishers. The recordings are owned by labels, another $52,000. So far, that's $262,500. To clear his album, you'd be looking at well over $4 million. And the best part is that if any of these 85 corporations don't like mashups, they can just pull the plug. And if you keep on making the music, well, That's when the lawsuits start happening.
Now, Disney lawyers have taken aim at this Florida daycare center, saying it has no right to use Disney characters on its walls. The daycare center, called Very Important Babies, received a letter from the Disney company insisting the characters violate copyright laws and could give the impression that the center is affiliated with Disney.
I don't know of anyone who ever drove by here and went, oh, look, Disneyland.
Kids and parents here at Very Important Babies don't want to lose Mickey.
I'll feel sad a lot.
If they took Mickey down? Why?
Because I like him. It hurt me real bad. It'd make me cry.
The culture jammers, mouse warriors, and remixers of the world are up against one of the most powerful industries on Earth, big media. Once comprised of countless movie studios and record companies, 6 Hollywood studios and 4 major record labels now control Hollywood. And these companies are owned by even bigger companies. Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, News Corp, BMG, and General Electric own more than 90% of media holdings in the United States. All these companies are represented by 2 lobby groups, the Recording Industry Association of America and the Motion Picture Association of America. Like it or not, this is who owns and controls our culture. Their primary goal is to preserve the business model that made these corporations rich, even if it means convincing governments to halt the flow of new ideas, new technology, or better business models.